cackling hags, satanic cult leaders, green-skinned villains. For centuries, the image of the witch has been a staple of our stories. But have you ever stopped to wonder why? Why does this specific archetype of a powerful woman haunt our collective imagination? What are we afraid of? Hi everybody, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to do this. Happy
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
It's been a while since I've been back. My eyebrows are gone. Recently, I saw Zach Cregger's new film, Weapons, and I kind of fell in love with Gladys. Like, she is the moment. She is a diva.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
I think I'm gonna make a whole nother video about Gladys and about Weapons and about a lot of the symbolism and a lot of the different kinds of themes and motifs that was in Weapons. But for now, it got me thinking about the depiction of witches in TV and movies and media, and how the depiction of witches has sort of changed over time. So today we're diving into the cauldron of sorts to explore one of the most persistent figures in media, the witch. But we're not just talking about pointy hats and flying broomsticks. We're going to unravel how the depiction of the witch is essentially a mirror, reflecting our society's deepest and most ancient fear, the fear of female power. If you like this content, I hope that you consider giving it a like and subscribing. It really helps a lot. Every like, every comment, every subscribe helps me exponentially. I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing your thoughts, and it just makes me feel so good. But yeah, thanks so much. From ancient folklore to modern horror, the story of the witch is fundamentally the story of a woman who refuses to be controlled. To understand the modern witch, we have to go back, like way, way, way back. The witch, as we know her, was born from a cocktail of misogyny and social control. In the Middle Ages and during the infamous witch trials, like those in Salem, the accusation of witchcraft was almost exclusively aimed at women, but a specific kind of woman. Often it was women who were on the outskirts of society. Unmarried women, widowed women, outspoken women, women who didn't fit in, disabled women, women who I think nowadays would be labeled as having maybe some sort of neurodiversity, women who existed outside of the patriarchal structure. The church and the state propagated this idea that a woman's power, especially her power over life, death, and health, could only come from a pact from the devil. It was a brilliant, if sinister, piece of propaganda. It transformed female knowledge, independence, and sexuality into something monstrous and sinful. The message was clear: a powerful woman is an unnatural woman, and an unnatural woman must be destroyed. Through things like the Malleus Maleficarum, which was a very popular text published in 1486, which instructed on capital punishment for anyone suspected of being a witch. The fear of the weird woman, the woman who doesn't quite fit in, who isn't normal, who isn't like the rest of us, persists to the modern day and has made it into our modern media. This fear was seamlessly baked into our earliest movies. Look at the witches and the evil queens of classic Hollywood and Disney movies. They almost always have three major characteristics. One, old and ugly. They reject traditional beauty standards. Two, they're power hungry. They desire for power, usually on their own, They want to rule by themselves. 3, a threat to innocence. Their target is usually always a young, beautiful, white, passive heroine. These stories aren't just about good versus evil. They're a cautionary tale. They teach us that aging, powerful women are to be feared, and that female power, when not used in the service of nurturing, like Glinda the Good Witch, is inherently destructive. The ultimate goal of the heroine isn't to gain power herself, but to destroy the powerful woman and restore a natural order, usually a kingdom ruled by man. Then there came a shift. With second wave feminism and the kind of, girl power movement of the 90s and the 2000s, we kind of began to see a reclamation of the witch. She became a symbol of empowerment. Shows like Charmed and Buffy and movies like The Craft gave us witches who were young, cool, relatable. Their magic was a metaphor for female friendships, for finding your voice, and for fighting back against forces that try to suppress you. Even in movies like Hocus Pocus, they became campy anti-heroes that you can't help but to love. And this was huge. The narrative was changing. It was changing from destroy the powerful woman to embrace your own power. But even here, there's a catch. In The Craft, power ultimately corrupts. It corrupts Nancy. There's still this underlying warning. Be careful. Too much power will make you monstrous. The fear is still there, lurking under the surface of empowerment. Not too much power, okay? Chill out with that. Always be careful of how much power that you actually have. And then we arrive in the sort of modern day A24 style horror, right? Robert Eggers' The Witch, right? These movies drag the witch out of the high school and she's right back into the woods. But they also do something that's like really interesting and really fascinating. Movies like The Witch are less about witchcraft and whether or not it's real, and more about the representation of witchcraft, more about what witchcraft actually represents. The terrifying isolation, the oppression that would drive a woman to embrace a dark power of witchcraft. The horror isn't just the witch in the woods, it's the repressive family, it's the repressive puritanical religion, it's the misogyny, it's the lack of any other option. The climax isn't her destruction, it's her liberation, even if that liberation is horrific to the audience, even if that liberation comes at the cost of her entire family. In media like Wicked and Agatha All Along, we see women who are utterly failed by the structures around them. Family, medicine, society, and who ultimately find a lonely but powerful purpose in embracing the strength that was denied to her by society. These films don't ask us simply to fear the witch, they ask us to understand the conditions that have created her. The monster is no longer just a woman, it's the world that made her a monster. So, what does this all tell us? The evolution of the witch in media is largely the evolution of our relationship with women and female power. We've gone from burning her to cartoonishly vilifying her to trying to reclaim her in some sort of a way to complexly trying to understand her trauma. The witch is a paradox. She's both a warning and a fantasy, a monster and a hero. She represents everything a patriarchal society is afraid of. She's a woman who is independent, she is knowledgeable, sexual, and powerful in her own right. She's unbounded by the rules that were made for her. So the next time that you see a witch on screen, no matter what, cartoon, movie, TV show, whatever, I want you to think about, what am I supposed to feel about this woman? What am I being told to feel about this depiction of this woman, right? Ask yourself, like, how does this fit in? Am I supposed to fear her? Am I supposed to understand her? Is this a reclamation? Is this a condemnation of her society? Like, is she a monster? Is she a society-made monster? Is she a self-made monster? Like, I just ask yourself, what am I being told to feel about this character? And I think that will tell you more about society's fears, more about the anxieties that we all feel about ourselves, about our own sexualities, about the sexualities of others, the power of other women, the potential of other women, really, than it does anything else. So that's, I don't know, my homework. No homework, but that's my challenge to you. What's your favorite depiction of a witch? I love all witches equally. I do love Gladys. I think that she is a diva. I think that her and her like cunty little bob is like everything to me. I really want to hear, like, what is your opinion about witches, what they represent, who's your favorite witch in society? If you like this, I would love to hear from you. I also have a Patreon if you like this video and you want to keep up with me and all the things that I'm doing. I also have a website and an Instagram and a Threads. Sure. Yeah. So let's talk in the comments below, and I'll see you at the next one. Thanks so much. Take care of yourself and take care of others, because remember, the monsters, they're always closer than you think. Okay, bye.